Good Monday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for January 6, 2014, and starting off with the GFS for this morning, and we have rain that's going to be across the area most of the morning here, and then we're going to have a cold front push through with rapidly falling temperatures behind it, and a little bit of snow on the back end here, but not very much. I'm going to show you the next frame here. This is actually 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Here's 1 p.m., and you see the blue here is actually snow as it changes over behind the front as it gets to the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border. So the front at this point is sitting like this. Of course, attached to low pressure that's now up in Canada off the map here. But there will be rapidly falling temperatures behind this frontal boundary, and we're concerned with flash freezes as it does so, at least across Pennsylvania. Before we get to this next frame, I'll leave this here. We're going to go over to the high-res NAM, and we'll show you the future radar. Here's 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Next phrase are hour by hour, so this is 5, 6, 7. You can see it's raining here during the morning rush here, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we get to 9 o'clock here. NAM's not really showing too much here because it's really light at this point, so it could be just some bursts of snow. This is actually showing snow up here. This is snow behind it here, too. Just a quick burst of snow before it ends here. Not a big deal. Maybe producing a coating to as much as an inch. Not a big deal. And then you see this line here. This is the 32-degree line right here. So this is actually at 9 o'clock in the morning. You'd see it's over across our western counties already. And you see the 32-degree line creeps east, so by noon it's right over from extreme northeastern PA over the Lehigh Valley down into Lancaster County, now below 32. So we'll have temperatures crashing, and you will have the flash freezes that we've been talking about, where temperatures or any water that is left on the roadways will be freezing on contact. One thing that will help with the freezing on the roadways is it's going to be very windy, so it should dry out fairly quickly, even with the icing concerns that are on the roadways. So just be careful. There'll be a lot of black ice around, and then temperatures to crash later in New Jersey as we get closer to the evening hours. So you don't think you're going to be dealing in New Jersey with the flash freezes as much as you would be in Pennsylvania, but it's not something that you just want to take for granted. So heading back to the GFS now. Like we're talking about with the winds, and you can see how tightly packed these isobars here. Look how tight these are. These are ridiculously tight here, and that means they're going to have some very, very strong winds off the lake, some lake effect of snow up here. So just beyond, for the rest of the day on Monday, you might have some snow showers in the afternoon as well, just from one of these lake effect streamers that come across here, especially across northeastern PA where they are the most common. Now I want to go a little bit further in time here, because temperatures will remain very cold on Tuesday, very cold. This is what I was showing you 12 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Very cold temperatures, not getting out of the single digits in some locations from, like say, the Lehigh Valley points north and northeast. South area you'll be in the low teens, low to mid-teens. So a very cold day, some temperatures near zero overnight. But the winds will make it feel well below zero with those wind chills, so make sure you dress appropriately. And then as we move forward in time here, we have a system that's going to, it's really just a frontal boundary, going to be coming in here on Thursday. The GFS, for whatever reason, has this as a very warm system here, and I'm not sure what it's doing. The surface depiction here is showing that it's going to be warm, and you're going to have rain all the way up the Poconos. So obviously this is not correct, considering the 32-degree line is this red line. Look how far south it is. Pretty much parallels 95 here, so this is not going to be rain like it's showing. Now, it's not going to be heavy either, but one thing we're going to be watching with the system is you have a southerly flow at the surface, and the winds are aloft are coming in from the northwest, so that creates what's called a differential flow, and sometimes you can get these weak, innocent-looking systems here like this that can get enhanced snowfall rates just because of the differential flow aloft that's different from the surface reflection. So we'll keep an eye on that just in case, but right now we're looking at it just to be a lighter event altogether. I'm going to go to, back to the NAM high res. Let's go to the European model for the same time frame. This is actually showing Friday morning. A little bit delayed in the timing, doesn't come through on Thursday night like the GFS has it, but this is pretty much very late Thursday night and Friday morning, and this is all snow on the European model as well. You can see the 32 grain line is now way to the south. The European model is a lot colder. and this is your 32-degree line right here. So everything north of this obviously is all snow because it's very cold, and also some very high ratios because of be a dry powdery snow because of the temperature at that time. So not a big deal for more like a nuisance event on Thursday night and into Friday morning, but might cause some delays on Friday morning in some areas. Generally an up to basically a coating to an inch or two, maybe 3 inches if you're lucky across some areas, especially as you get back towards Williamsport and places like that. And then our next system we're dealing with is going to be a rainstorm, and that system is going to come in for the weekend here, and that's going to be a warm system, and the GFS actually has this pegged a little bit better with that. Here, I'll show you this system here. Here's Saturday here, and you can see all the rain that's moving in here. It just is going to be of the liquid variety and not frozen, we think, for Saturday, since it's going to be so much warmer for this weekend. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martridge. That is your outlook for January 6, 2014. Have a great Monday.